Yes, indeed, it will bring about desired expectations from the public out there. Reasons being, the National Land Conference, the second one, was actually preceded by regional consultations, meaning that broader consultations took place prior to the conference. It actually included different structures of governance. It enhanced broader public participation in the most important aspect of our country, that is, the land. Indeed, one could also see during these 5 days that sectoral inputs were actually very important. It means there were extremist feelings as well as moderate feelings, meaning that diverse opinions were expressed. There was freedom of speech. People would really openly express in an orderly manner what they want, so that the government can take into consideration the aspirations, the expectations of the people of this country. No one was excluded. The truth is that inclusivity was actually at play here. Well, you could see pockets of people that were outside, but here and there I could hear that they were actually also happy because most of their issues were also expressed in a most matured and respectful manner in the governance effort. Therefore, I believe the outcome of this conference would be synergized, consolidated into different administrative issues, and therefore I believe it will definitely, the resolutions will be definitely realized.
So what is the progress that you will be reporting back to the people in your town regarding accessibility to land for housing?
Well, while during the second land conference, National Land Conference, we covered issues on urban land. The challenges related to the urban land, including prices of land, housing related issues, the ownership, the tenure systems. We actually touch on most of the issues that emanated from the outcries of the public out there. Henties Bay is no exclusion. We have got challenges within Henties Bay, being a small but rapidly growing town that attracts a high influx of people, rural urban migration, region to region migrations, where they hope to get jobs. But of course, we still have a situation of unemployment. Now, there is a group of specific target beneficiaries, like the ultra low income groups, primarily low or poorly paid workforce within our towns. The Czech Dwellers Federation of Namibia came out quite prominent. Myself, having been part and parcel of the Czech Dwellers Federation, including National Housing Action Group, I was quite happy that just prior to the National Land Conference, we actually had a very important event in Henties Bay, that of signing a memorandum of understanding with the Czech Dwellers Federation. That cemented our working relationship. And I believe Czech Dwellers Federation, having a very great successful track record that enhances public participation in the issues of land delivery and housing, I strongly feel that and feel confident that obviously we will have to carry on and expand on this working relationship to ensure that most needy members of our society is getting a piece of land that they can say it's theirs, to be able to construct their houses on an incremental way. This aspect has also been discussed in the national conference. And I could only underpin that that is the very issue why we have got leadership to be close to the people. I can simply urge our leadership to maintain high level of good governance, to be people-centered, to drive the agenda of the masses, for us all to be happy. I equally would want to urge the administration of the local authorities to be sympathetic, to be understanding the plight of the poor, so that we can at least have the urgency to work on modalities to serve the needs of the poor people. I also understand the fact that local authorities have to generate income to be able to sustain themselves and to sustain the service delivery to the owners of these houses or land. Now, during the discussions, we made strong recommendations in terms of an increased sustainable funding formulas. For example, the central government should seriously look into this to capacitate especially the small local authorities that have not yet reached that level of financial self-sustainability. I believe with the support and different innovative strategies, we should be able to provide the necessary service to the masses out there.
In conclusion, do you see Namibia hosting another land conference such as this one to address the same land issue in the near future?
During our discussions, what I was recommending is we should not wait for too long for national congress, land conferences. We should build in mechanisms to monitor and evaluate the provisions or the resolutions that are being made during such land conference in a shorter intervals, like, for example, 3 to 5 years. We must take stock of what have we achieved so far, what were the challenges, how can we address those challenges. I believe our country is resourceful. We have necessary resources. Once it is prioritized, once we have got leaders with high levels of good governance, efficiency and effectiveness in terms of public administration, we should be able to drive this country into the right service delivery mode.